Hi, I'm Dana Wiggins. I'm the President and CFO of Curly Family Homes, and today is Foundation Friday. So we are laying the foundation with mortgage conversation, and we have brought in Theresa Garcia with Movement Mortgage to speak on how we can help our buyers get qualified for a mortgage.
Excited to be here today, and thank you so much for this opportunity.
Another concern that a lot of our buyers have is their credit score. Can you speak on that? How low can you go on the credit score?
Absolutely. For most conventional loans, you're looking at a minimum 620 credit score.
Okay.
For your FHA, the minimum is 580.
Okay.
There are programs that we do have an option that if you have 10% down, we can actually go as low as a 500 credit score with FHA.
Okay.
VA is 580. And USDA, if you're in that rurally defined area, goes down to 620.
Okay.
One of the most interesting things that we also can offer is when someone applies, and let's say their credit score's not quite there. Maybe they need a 580 and they're at 560. We have the ability to utilize what we call credit analyzers and credit simulators that will tell us what actions could they take in order to get that credit score up. Sometimes you'd be really surprised what little it takes to get that extra 10, 15, 20 points to qualify for the program that you're looking for.
It doesn't always take as long as some buyers think that it would take to get their credit score up.
Yeah, absolutely. Every situation is going to vary. It's really going to depend on the particulars of that credit profile. But I've seen many cases where it's paying down a credit card, $200, $300, $400, and getting that reported to the Bureau, and then that credit score is where we need it. So doing what we call a rescore is not uncommon. If a person's in that situation, the good news is we've got the experience, we've got the tools to know how to lay out that plan and what that plan's going to look like, and more importantly, what do we estimate that the credit score would be once we've completed that plan.
Okay. So when they come to you with let's say a 560 credit score, they need a 580. If they're in a situation where they need to get credit score up, you can help advise them on what they can do to get to the place where they need to be.
Absolutely. And it'll be very specific. We're going to let them know, hey, this is what you got to do. This is how you need to do it. This is the documentation that we need if we need documentation. And then we'll walk them through the process, hold their hand until we get to the point that we've got that credit score maximized.
Okay. So no worries. They don't need to be
No
worried.
worries.
They can reach out.
Yeah.
And start the pre-qualification process.
It's kind of like going to the doctor. We all dread that diagnosis, but a lot of times when we go, it's not quite as bad as we thought. Yeah. So the best thing is to take that step. It's a scary step, to have your credit pulled and have somebody look at it.
Yeah, it feels vulnerable.
It's very vulnerable. And the thing is, we're not there to judge. We're not there to critique them. My job as a loan officer is to provide them with feedback that helps them know what's going to be most effective in helping them get where they need to be. And I will work as hard as the customer will work, and probably a little bit harder, because I really find a lot of pleasure in when we get to the closing table. That day is a celebration. They're realizing their dream of homeownership. They're getting those keys, and it makes all of that work worth it when they finally are sitting at that table and realizing that dream.